Do you know how amazing that you are? Truly. Because through self-love and a healing journey, you realize how amazing and special that you are, which is why you were targeted, by the way. Not because you were pretending to be anybody, just being you. You have been misunderstood, judged, shamed, targeted, in some instances physically harmed by demon narcissists, but yet you choose to thrive. You choose to still grow. You still choose to smile. You still choose to try to uplift others and make them smile and make them understand that things could be better in their lives. That didn't quite work with narcissists because they're committed to being narcissists, but you didn't let that stop you from being a joy. Because when you have joy, that is of Christ. Christ wanted us to have joy in our lives, to be happy and trust in Him in times of need and times when you feel like you just can't go on. You seek God to try to help you through. You do your part too, but you still seek God. But you, what you have been through, because when you have been with demon narcissists, you have been through a battle that was so intense that some of you don't ever want to talk about it. Some of you have been wounded so much deep down to the core of your spirit by a narcissist. But yet, you continue on being amazing. Because you are amazing. That is why they wanted to destroy you, because you are amazing. Because you understand that as long as you are able to breathe, you can make the best out of any situation. You understand that just because you have had hardships in your life does not mean that you have to turn a cold heart. It does not mean that you have to try to destroy other people. It does not mean that you have to harm other people. It does not mean that you have to retaliate against people because you believe in your heart that God can do more harm than you. You choose to still be amazing. Do you know how unheard of that is? You have a lot of narcissists saying they know what they have done to you, by the way. And they're still saying, how does she still talk about God in her life? How does she still try to post things to help other people? How does she still believe in people? Not those narcissists. I mean, hey, let's get it straight. Narcissists are narcissists. They have proved time and time again, which is why God has given them over to reprobate minds. But let me continue. These narcissists are watching you, stating, how does she still love? It is the God in you. That's how. Because see, when the narcissist revealed who they were to you, understand that you are revealed to yourself. You had no idea of how amazing that you are. You had no idea of the strength that you walk with. You had no idea of the beauty that's coming from within you outward to this world. You had no idea of the power of God that lies inside of you. You had no idea of all of that because you were so beat down by people practically all your life. You cannot do anything for demons. You realize that now. You were up against a battle that was so intense that a lot of them think that you folded. No, it was just time to move on and let judgment be placed upon them with God. It was time for you to wake up and understand how amazing God has created you to be. So with those intense battles that a lot of us don't even want to speak about, but I suggest you do, because it's better out to be out than to be held in. You didn't just go through a storm, you went through a consecration with the narcissist. Yeah, and still, you choose to smile. You choose love. You choose hope. You choose help. You choose endurance. You choose kindness. You choose compassion. Those were all the things they wanted to take from you because, see, narcissists gave up on those things in their lives. It was their choice, not yours. You can't beat yourself down for people who are not willing to change. But you go forth and you express all of those traits that I just announced about you, by the way, to the world and those that come across your path that were assigned to you in this lifetime. That is what you do. You are amazing. You got people looking at you saying they're speechless. They've never met anybody like you. Ever. And they probably never will. Again. Because you showed up at their door. Or you showed up in their life. Or you were born into a family system. Or you showed up at a job. Or you showed up at a church. Wherever you show up at, God sent you. Yeah, to be amongst these people. To demonstrate what it truly looks like to walk with God. I'm not saying that you're perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. But you faced your demons. You tried to make things right with folks. I know you did. Because that's who you are. You just couldn't get away with a lot of things that a lot of folks did in their lives. And you saying, why is it beating me up, the things that you might have been into and what you was doing? It was killing you inside. You had to release those things because it was killing you. You can't be. You couldn't get away with a lot of things that people got away with in their life. It's like God was spanking you, beating you down. You know why, people? Because God's hand is not upon everyone. His anointing is not placed upon everyone. This is why you couldn't walk the path as the other people. You had to stop. You had to change. You had to grow. You had to evolve because there's a purpose. You should understand now that nobody's coming to save you but you. You should understand that now. You should understand that it is you and God and your purpose on this planet. You should understand that now. Yeah, you should also understand how amazing that you are because others see it. Oh yeah, they're watching everything that you do. They're stalking your platform. They have fake profiles to just see what is happening with you because they know the things that they have done to you. There's no need for you to repeat them because God knows what they have done to you. But yet, let's get back to you. You still choose compassion, empathy, forgiveness, kindness, compassion, help, hope. All the things that Christ has shown you. and that is inside of you. So, you were revealed as well as that narcissist to yourself of the strength and the power that you have inside of you. Because not everybody could have gone through what you have been through with those narcissists. So, understand that you're amazing. That's all I can say. And when you step back and you look at yourself, you're going to see what everybody else is on the outside looking at, saying that they cannot believe that you are who you are after what they did to you. Yeah. But you understand that God knows what they did to you. That's the difference in you. You understand that. And there's a lot of supernatural things happening today. And God is revealing them to only those that have accepted and understand those things, that are seeing through their spiritual eyes and not the physical. You understand all of that because you walked through the fire with those narcissists. But yet, people, and you guys out there know what I'm talking about, empaths, black sheeps, the ones who were committed and trying to please demons, trying to fit in with demons all our lives, wearing masks, trying to dim ourselves down just to be a part, not wanting to spit our knowledge because we're going to be looked down as shame because we spit knowledge, because we have ancestral gifts, because we are different people that walk amongst this world. Just simply because we had a light that was placed inside of us. Simply just for showing compassion and love. Even in the midst of a person trying to hurt us. Or people who wanted to hurt us. We still show kindness. Still show love. We had to dim all of those things down just to be amongst demons and please them. But those of us now know how amazing that we are. That's why they're watching from the sidelines. That's why they got fake profiles watching everything that you do. That's why all kinds of things are still being targeted at you for simply being you. But after those narcissists, you were just redirected. God redirected you. I know it may have hurt. God revealed who you are as well as who they are. There was a revelation as to who you are to that amazing person. God was restoring you, placing you back on track to what God has for you to do. As I stated, you should understand that no one is coming to save you but you. Understand that. You should understand that when it comes down to it, sure, you may have people around you, but when it comes down to it, it is about you, God, and your purpose only. So God stepped in to restore you, beautiful one. Because God is. And I'm going to repeat this, because God is people. God is the ultimate restorer. Understand that. So go on off and keep being amazing. Keep trusting God along your way. A lot of folks don't believe in God. But you have had to have seen and been through some things to understand that God is real. And you don't have to fight those battles alone. Because God is with you. Because God is the ultimate restorer. And until my next video, people, I thank any of you that have watched it. Go forth and have a beautiful day. And remember, you are absolutely Amazing.